Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you a very quick and simple way to make a maxi dress. So to start with, you want to go ahead and fold your fabric into two and then go ahead and fold it into four. So the width and the length of the measurement is really up to you, because I wanted mine to be quite free on my body, so that's why I decided to use the width that I'm using, and also because I am quite tall, so the length that you're going to be using for yours will probably vary from mine. So once you finish folding your fabric, you want to go ahead and mark about an inch off the edge of the fabric to mark your starting point. So once you finish doing that, you want to go ahead and mark 2 inches downwards from that line. So this line is going to be where we're going to fold the top of the fabric to form the channel for the strings. So now the next thing I'm going to do is put the measurement for the armhole area. So the first thing you want to do is mark 2 inches inwards, like so, on the side of the fabric where you want your armhole to be. So, and for the armhole measurement, you want to go ahead and mark about 6 inches. Because I used 9 inches, mine ended up being a little bit too big, so I had to do a little bit of adjustment. So just bear that in mind and just use about 6 inches and that should be perfect. So once you have that measurement in place, you want to go ahead and connect the two lines like so. And then once you finish connecting the two lines, then we can cut out the pattern. So the first thing I'm going to sew is the underarm area. So I'm just going to do a double folding like so, and then just give it a straight stitch all the way down. So I'm going to repeat that for all the four sides of the underarm. So once I finish the underarm area, I'm going to go ahead and sew the top of the fabric where we marked the 2 inches earlier on. So you're going to fold that in and then be able to create a channel to pass in your necktie. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that for all the two pieces of the fabric, the front and the back. So after I finish doing that, then I'm going to go ahead and sew the two pieces together, the front and the back, on the side seams. And with the side seams, I'm not going to sew all the way through to the bottom. I'm just going to stop right above my knee so that I can have side slits. But if you don't want side slits, then it's really up to you, so you can sew it all the way down. So now I'm going to be making the necktie using the contrasting fabric. So the measurement for that is 60 by 5 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew along the edges where I've just pinned that, and I'm going to leave a gap in the middle so I can turn the band inside out. So the next thing I'm going to do is create the bow for my dress. To do that, I'm going to cut out two different pieces of fabric. So I'm going to be using a net fabric to give structure to the bow, and also the satin fabric that I'm using, which is a contrasting color, the pink color. I'm going to be making use of 17 by 17 inches in fabric. So I'm going to be cutting two different pieces. I'm going to be cutting one net fabric and one satin fabric. So then I'm just going to go ahead and sew around, sew the two together and leaving a gap so I can turn it inside out. So once I finished this, then I realized that I made a mistake. I needed to have two satin pieces and not just one. So I've gone ahead and cut another piece out, and then I'm going to attach that again and leaving an opening so I can turn it around, so that once I finish turning it around, the net fabric is going to be sandwiched between the two satin fabrics, so it's not going to be visible on the outside. So once I've corrected my mistake, then this is what we have. So now I'm just going to go ahead and create a pleat and form something that looks like a bow. And once I finish doing that, I'm just going to unstitch everything in place. Then I'm going to cut and sew a little piece of fabric like so, and use that to cover the middle of the bow. And once I finish doing that, this is what we have. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and fit in the necktie with the bow on the dress, and then once I finish doing that, the dress is ready. So you can wear this style with a belt or without a belt. It's really up to you. I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again on my next video.